Nice to see you, Glenn. Thanks for coming, mate.
Great to be here. And
you travelled up today, or did you travel up?
Oh, no, I came up last night, and I stayed at the Premier Inn in, I believe, Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh.
You ever dined at the Brewers Fair?
Oh, have I? Wow.
I couldn't believe it. Like 7:30 at night, I get in. Just go in. I was like, oh, fine. I've seen this sign a million times. I'll give you a shot, Brewers Fair. And
it's linked to the Premier Inn, so is there a deal?
Yeah, I was right. I don't know if I didn't inquire about the deal, but there was kids like playing on one of those grabby things like that. And I walked in the door, saw that, and the guy comes up and goes, do you have a reservation? Like, fuck off. It's okay, I know people. I'm in the industry. I just went like, no. And he goes, okay, well, let me just... And then he comes back like right away. Okay, we'll sit you over here. I'm like, what job are you trying for?
We can squeeze you in.
Yeah.
Near the feral gypsy children. We'll find you.
I think it's really funny when like hotels have a restaurant brand that they try and pretend isn't the hotel. That's the Brewers Fair. It's a completely different business. It's absolutely nothing to do with us. Janice, could you just jump on the Brewers Fair?
Welcome to Brewers Fair. Nothing to do with the Premier Inn.
If there is anything wrong with your meal, you can't sue Premier Inn. You can only sue this really small Brewers Fair business.
Yeah, nothing to do with Premier Inn. So you always just have big tubes of cereal out, just ready for the morning.
Have breakfast?
No, you pay extra for breakfast, and if it's just cereal, I can do that myself.
Can I say this? Right, can I say this? Hotels need to get on board with the fact that people want to check out after lunchtime and they want breakfast up until like 1 p.m. Like this, we serve breakfast between 6 and 9. Needs to suck a bag of dicks and fuck off to infinity.
Or if there was just one hotel that were like, we're the non-cunts hotel. Welcome to non-cunts, where you're allowed to lie in and you can have like a bacon sarnie at 2 p.m. And then all the comedians, all the musicians, all the fucking alcoholics would just go to the non-cunts hotel.
What a fucking great hotel bar that'd be.
Yeah.
But it would also attract cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be full of cunts.
Yeah.
I'll be the Premier Inn.
Last place I want to go is a place full of people like me.
But you know when like a comedy club pays for the hotel for you? And like they're like, yeah, breakfast's included as you check in, and you're like, oh, what time? 6 till 9. It's like, why? Because now I feel like to get my and the comedy club money's worth. Not that I care about the comedy club's money, but I feel like they've paid for my breakfast on top of the fee. So I still technically have paid for it in a way. I'm like, I've got to get up to have this and I don't want to get up. Who wants to get up before 9 o'clock when you're in a hotel gigging away? No one.
Yeah. And then do you have ever done that where you get up for the breakfast, set an alarm for the breakfast, go down, finish, fill yourself up mainly on carbs, and then just go back to bed?
Yeah, it's called the boa constrictor maneuver.
Glenn's been gigging away. He's got
I've perfected that over the years.
But like, I like me food, and I especially like breakfast food. Like bacon, I think, as we've said before, I don't think there's a single thing that you can eat that bacon doesn't improve, including yogurt, right? I think it just improves everything, right? But at like 8:40, when my alarm goes off for like, it's 20 minutes till end of breakfast time in a hotel, I want to go back to sleep so much more than I want any food. Only for 3 minutes, but those 3 minutes are the time when you make the decision of whether to stay in bed or go and get it.
Depends where you gig in. Because if it's a Premier Inn in Stoke, I might just have a lie-in and then just go and get a meal deal from Tesco. But when having gigged in the Middle East, they're like, this is a disgusting place. You don't really want to be here, but you're being paid a lot. And then you go down for breakfast and it is unreal.
It's not unreal, because in the Middle East, they have a problem with bacon, and that's the best bit of breakfast.
No, but
so it's that turkey bacon shite.
But sometimes there's a VIP room for the ham and the bacon. And the Muslims aren't allowed in it, and they kind of got like a guy like standing like, that's you. That's not just a hat you wear all the time. That's not fashion. Get back to your seat. But
behind the curtain. Yeah. You want to come to the bacon room?
Yeah.
Come, little piggy, the piggy room.
I did a thing in Dubai, and I thought this was genius because we were drinking pretty late one night, and you can only drink in the hotels. But I can't remember what happened. But a lot of us were drinking. It was getting really late, and then people would go to bed. I'm like, no, we just gotta go one more hour. Then we can go to the breakfast. So we pushed through the night, and and like you say, it's a Muslim country, and I mean, even if we'd showed up drunk to a breakfast in England, we would have stood out a bit. But these were like 5 fucking hammered comedians, and lovely Islamic families. Just like, you see what happens. That's why we don't do it. So we're probably gambling too. Look what the pork's done to them.
I get nervous. But I get like there's when you're in the Middle East gigs, there's like Middle Eastern looking families, and then there's the guy who are in they look like the sheikhs, and you're like, oh, I don't want to piss them off. No. I think you could disappear in the desert if you were like, what are you fucking in there? Grapefruit? Like, I think.
Or just really quick. So you've never eaten bacon? Never once. Never behind her back. You've never eaten bacon. Come on. You fucking queen. Come on, eat some bacon.
What is their problem with bacon? What's their beef with pork?
It's just old religious teachings that was to stop people dying. And then it's just been kept on, isn't it? Like,
do you know what I heard? It was
cholesterol. Is that what?
No, I think pork could go bad and kill people.
Well, it wasn't that pork could go bad. It was the dishes they were eating off were wood, and if you ate pork on wood, you'd be fine on the night. But the juice from the pork would seep into the wood, and then that would cause the next thing on that serving to spoil, and then it happens enough time. And like, there's something wrong with that pig there, that's one of the theories. It wasn't so much pig; it was the dishes they were eating it off.
Right.
There you go.
So crockery wasn't widely available in biblical times, so they were eating off wood, and then God got involved.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a sacred animal? Is Indians cow? Or is that India? No,
The
Hindus cow, and they've got
not all Indians, because Indians can be many religions,
correct,
including.
Oh right.
Why haven't we got a sacred animal?
You do.
What?
You have the swan.
Oh shit! Yeah, because the Queen owns them all, doesn't she?
Here's the thing. I ate a swan once.
Oh my God.
In England?
No.
That's a different room. That's a different room of the Dubai hotel. Yeah. Never mind the bacon room. Come to the swan.
That's the one the English aren't allowed into.
They have a swan room at the Brewers Fair in Stoke.
What are you doing Christmas Day? What bird are you doing? Swan.